is going on, guys? The Inside the Blue podcast, and today we are breaking down my top 5 MLB teams right now, power rankings. I'm bringing it back. We had a tier list a while ago for some teams like the NHL. I'm going to bring it to the channel, top 5 power rankings. This type of video is probably going to be every 2 weeks, I'd say. You know, I want to space it out a lot, not every single week. But let me know you guys' thoughts on this new topic, top 5 MLB power rankings, and let's get right into it. And also, we're going to have an honorable mention at the end for kind of the 6th best team, but that could maybe slide into the top 5 in the future. So let's get right into this. Our first team on the list is the Detroit Tigers. I don't think that is a shock to anybody. I mean, they're the best team in baseball, best record. But we're not just basing this off the best record. For me, the main 3 things for a team that is going to really try and squeeze into the top 5. The vibes of the team lately, the impact, and obviously overall team play is going to play into this. But the Detroit Tigers have made a name for themselves this season. Now, when I did my AL Central predictions, I don't believe I had them first. I believe I had the Cleveland Guardians winning it, and I think I had them pretty comfortably. But obviously a lot to, a lot. We're only in June, so I mean a lot to look forward, to the season moving on. So I mean, but right now this Tigers team has a lot of good vibes going for them. Tarik Skubal, every time this guy pitches, he is a master. Right now he is my Cy Young candidate to take home the award. His stuff is nasty. I mean, that one outing he had where he went every single inning, and then he tosses 103 to end it off. He's such a good player. And, the other thing, too, is, like, this team, it doesn't just beat up on bad teams either. This team beats good teams over 500. Right now, they're 25-19. That is second best in the AL against teams over 500. The only team that is better is the New York Yankees. And, like I said, Tarik Skubal has been fantastic. But also, they're getting production from everybody. Gleyber Torres is having a great year. Obviously, Tarik Skubal and all of their guys. I mean, Spencer Torkelson has had a great bounce-back season. A guy that was maybe a potential trade candidate. Now he's looked fantastic at first base. And also, they've done good in their division. 13-8 is respectable for their team. Getting into our second best team might be a little bit controversial because of their recent schedule. But it's the New York Mets, and obviously talking about the New York Mets, there has been a lot of controversy around Juan Soto all the time. Juan Soto's doing this, he's batting to this. In the end, they're winning games without Juan Soto playing his best baseball, and you got to give a lot of credit to Pete Alonso having a great year. Francisco Lindor, Brett Baty has looked good lately. They're starting pitching. I was very critical of this starting rotation, and their team ERA is the number 1 in baseball right now. Clay Holmes has looked good enough as a starter. Kodai Senga, healthy, has looked strong. I'm very impressed. They're 8-2 in their last 10, a win streak of 3 right now. Now, also, they're the only team. They're the best home team. I mean, they have 24 wins at home, so it's not easy to win as a road team in Citi Field. Their record against the Dodgers is 4-3. And I know I bring up the Dodgers, but that has been a team that they've ran into recently, and they've held their own. I mean, if that's a best-of-7 series, they won it 4-3. Now, I know they've played the White Sox. I know they've played the Rockies. They don't make their schedule. That's the MLB guys who make their schedule. So, I mean, props to the Mets of taking care of business against bad teams. Some really good teams struggle against bad teams, and the Mets are not that type of team. If you're a bad team coming into Citi Field, or we're going to your place, we're going to take it to you, and we're going to beat you in that series pretty comfortably, and that's what the Mets have done. They're a top 10 offense in baseball this season. Props to Pete Alonso. He's looked great, and all of their other players. At number 3, we do have the LA Dodgers. I mean, I feel like I see an injury report every single week on this team. Tyler Glasnow earlier on in the year, and all these guys getting hurt. But they find ways to win games and dominate I mean, recently when the Yankees, were playing them, they dominated the Yankees. They made the Yankee fans really question a lot on their team. Is this a team of destiny, or are these guys going to have a potential World Series rematch? So props to the Dodgers. They have looked good despite all of the injuries. I think Tony Gonsolin just got placed on the IL. So the other thing, too, about this Dodgers team is it has depth. I know they signed a ton of pitchers. Tanner Scott hasn't looked great in the pen. But, they have the most runs per game. So when the pitching isn't there, this offense is there, led by Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman. All of those guys have been great. They're number 2 in slugging this season, just behind the New York Yankees. This offense is probably the best in baseball on paper, and honestly in the game too. Their hits per game is 1, so this offense just hits, and hits. And what are they going to do at the deadline when it does come to that? How much more are they going to add to this team? Because I know the Dodgers are going to make a move. They're going to make multiple moves. And they have the luxury to do it. So, don't be shocked when the Dodgers make another blockbuster deal and all the teams stay put. But getting into our number 4 team, it is the New York Yankees, who just recently dropped the series to the Boston Red Sox. Unfortunate for the New York Yankees, the team that we primarily cover on this channel. And the Yankees did get embarrassed. They did. The Red Sox came into town. They lost the first game, and then they take it to the Yankees the next 2. This starting rotation has looked good. Down the stretch, we would like to have Luis Gil back. Giancarlo Stanton just had a rehab assignment, so the Yankees would love to have Big G back in the lineup. But they have players that have made a really solid impact. Ben Rice has looked great this year, in my opinion. There are other guys, of course. Aaron Judge, of course, is the main talk of the New York Yankees. But Carlos Rodon has looked good this season. Of course, Max Fried looks like that ace material that the Yankees signed him to. The bullpen, Luke Weaver going down is a massive blow, so they need guys like Devin Williams to step up. But this team, number 2 in strikeouts. They're the number 1 team in slugging this season. Number 2 in the AL. With wins just behind the Detroit Tigers, who have looked fantastic this season. A plus 95 run differential is very, very good. And the more I look at this team, the more I want to see them make a move for the bullpen. Maybe they make a move for a starter. I just don't see it with Luis Gil coming back. It's interesting how Ryan Yarborough's role will be in the future. He has looked good. His recent start, he got destroyed by the Boston Red Sox. So we'll see what his view is, upcoming. Like I said, Aaron Judge, the best hitter in baseball, continues to do well. And also the best win percentage team against teams over 500. Getting into our number 5 team, our last team before we mention the honorable mention, it's the Chicago Cubs. This team with vibes and Kyle Tucker, Seiya Suzuki, Nico Horner, all of those guys, they've looked great. This team is fun to watch, man. And honestly, I didn't have them winning the division. I know it's way, way too early to talk about division, but so far they've made a great impact. So far they've looked good. Their ERA is top 10. They're second in runs per game. They're top 5 in homers per game. So, they hit the ball out of the ballpark. 8-4 in their division is good. So, this offense is really fun to watch with Kyle Tucker. He is the number 1 move from this offseason. When the Cubs acquired Kyle Tucker, I said this was I didn't say it personally on the channel, but that was the number 1 move this offseason, was acquiring Kyle Tucker. You could say what you want about the Juan Soto move, or the Yankees getting Max Fried, or the Pete Alonso extension, stuff like that. But he has been so impactful for this team. A run differential of plus 104. They're 4 games ahead of the division. So, and I have them, right at 5. I think you can make a case maybe, a little bit higher, but I like them at 5. But let's get into our final team. It's the Houston Astros. Seattle, what happened? Seattle finds a way to just give the division up. And for Houston, props to them. I mean, Yordan Alvarez hasn't even really made much of an impact. He's been injured a lot this season. They lost Alex Bregman. They lost a few other players to this team, but they find ways to win games. And, when they have the division, it's hard for them to let up the division. They are so good as a ball club. 5-2 in their last 7. Their batting average is top 12. Their on-base percentage is top 15, which is actually higher. Their on-base percentage is actually higher than the New York Mets I saw. The vibes of this team are pretty high, right? I mean, 5-2 in their last 7 is good. But the fact that they just take the division like that, I mean, Seattle's got to find a way. I don't know what is up with Seattle. They always find a way to just choke the division. I mean, like I said, of course, it is early. So whatever I say in this video about the division can change 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, trade deadline, all of that. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it. Our top 5 teams in the MLB for our power rankings. We're bringing it to the channel. Let me know any other topics you want me to talk about. Maybe the top 5 worst teams. Maybe the top 5 teams that need to make a big move. But anyways, guys, this has been the Inside the Booth podcast. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.